I'm following up this morning on the dismantling of the federal Department of Education. The Trump administration says it wants to return control of education to the states. Now, one issue that the federal department currently oversees is civil rights enforcement. So could that responsibility end up falling on states? Well, I did find out about a possible move in that direction here. First, an update on where we are right now. As part of the executive order last month, the White House shuttered 7 out of 12 offices for civil rights nationwide. The one in Denver is still open, and it assumed the cases of offices in Chicago and Cleveland. The co-legal director of Colorado Disability Law tells me the caseload at the Denver Civil Rights Office went from 628 open investigations in January to now 2,837 cases. These complaints often cover things like bullying and harassment of students with disabilities, physical accessibility issues, service animals in schools, and retaliation against those who advocate for students with disabilities.
It's hard to imagine that a lot of complaints are going to get fully investigated going forward. You know, with 24 staff members responsible for 2,837 plus whatever has come in since January complaints.
Today, Emily Harvey will be testifying before the State Senate Education Committee about the impacts of the federal cuts, and she'll also call for Colorado to adopt its own civil rights law for students. Right now, states don't have as much jurisdiction as the federal government has in many of these matters.
You can't file a claim of bullying with the Colorado Department of Education, for example. They don't have jurisdiction to look at that in the framework of bullying. It's not going to be an easy lift. We're going to have to do a lot of stakeholder work and look at the detailed regulations that have existed at the federal level to see how we can put those into state law. And then we're going to have to figure out who is the best state entity to have the ability to look into those violations.
Yeah, so this is really in the early stages right now. She's just giving information to lawmakers today, but their goal is to have a civil rights bill to introduce at next year's legislative session. Meanwhile, a number of entities have sued to block the dismantling of the federal education department, and those lawsuits are still pending.